Okay, it's a fine mess we've gotten ourselves into here. We decided we're putting a retaining wall in between where the new shed's gonna go and the neighbor's shed. Of course, it rained an inch of rain yesterday, so we've had everything's wet to contend with. But we've dug this out, and lo and behold, as we dug, we found some tile lines that teed into this area. As you can see, the water coming in, that's bad. So what we did is we dug down a little deeper than we needed to be. We're gonna put roughly a foot of big stone in here, like field stone. We're gonna put another tile line, connect to that to get rid of the water to go out of here. So we're just gonna extend that right on through our wall. Water's the number one problem that we run into on all of this stuff. So we've dug all the muck out. We've taken 3 dump truck loads, 1 big dump truck, and then it was just too much hassle getting it in and out, and 2 small dump truck loads. So roughly 20 ton has gone out. That means we're gonna have to bring in 20 ton. But at this point, we just want to get our field stone in here, our driveway fabric down first, so the stone can't push down, the mud work its way up. It's all clay. It's just nasty, nasty stuff to work with here. So we've got our challenges ahead of us to get this wall. We don't want this wall settling and buckling over time. So Jake just took the dump truck, and we're just gonna wait on him to get back with our stone. We'll get it put in. Penny Mae knows right where to stand on the far side of this tractor every time. She's ridden this tractor for 10 years. Alright, a few more inches in there, and we're gonna have to find this tile line anyway. Extend it out. I don't like how low this tile line is. It's full of mud anyway. Has no sock or anything on it. The line's half full of silt. That's all real fine silt. Lots of mud. So we're gonna extend that out somewhere here. I just don't like it doesn't have much slope. It's gonna be behind our wall. So we're just gonna extend it out here, and hopefully it's gonna find a channel through all this stone and down and out. Not much more we can do about it. Okay, we're on our job site here, Sunday morning. Don't normally work on Sundays if we can help it. However, the weather looks like it's going to be quite a bit of rain later this week. So we offered it up to my guys. Anybody that wanted to work Sunday could. So we've got some guys that are going to work today. I'm just going to do a walk around here on this job site, show you what we've accomplished, explain a little bit. For some of the younger crowd, I was asked to why we do some of the things that we do. So okay, we've got geogrid. Looks like a snow fence. This is called bidirectional geogrid. We put this behind our wall, and that's going to help keep this wall from bowing in. We do that after the first layer, 6 inches, and then we do it again generally around 18 inches or the 24-inch mark, just depending on how tall the wall is going to be ultimately when we're done. So back here we've got 3 layers of geogrid going in because our wall is going to be about 4 foot tall. And then of course we want to backfill behind the wall with our drainage tile line, which is up here. It's got the sock on it. It's white, 4-inch tile line. It's perforated, which means it has little holes all through the whole tile line, so water can find its way into it. But with the sock on it, it'll keep the silt and things from filtering in and plugging that line over time. So we've stepped our wall. Right here you can see how it steps down to accommodate the slope of the ground a little bit. And again, it steps down here. So to square it up, so the corners are square back behind me, we put in this 2x4 with some stakes, and we can pull a string. We pull that all the way back to another 2x4 that we've driven in, and we can get our corners all squared up. So at this point we're done with our base block, which, as you can see, we have plenty of it left over. So we're going to get that transported down to the next job site right down the road that we've already opened up and begun digging on. Our finished height, we're going to have to put some stone in here to cover up the base block. Back here we'll just spread the stone that we've got. Then we're going to top this with some nice fine crusher run stone and kind of dress things up a little bit. So you can see some of the waste wall block that we have to split it to make ends, which you're going to see right down here. So the end of this wall has the split face on it as well. Okay, now we're going to get to work.
So these pins here, they go down, I don't know if you can see it, but through these holes, and then they'll lock in this channel down here, and that's just another protection from it tipping back and forth along with the geogrid. That geogrid, when I get my wall built up more, it will lay perfectly flat like so, and then you'll have your dirty stone on this side, and then maybe 4 to 6 inches of your washed, which will allow the water to find my tile line that I'll be putting in with a sock, just like on the Canisius job. So what I'm doing now is tying in the corner. I don't know if you can see it, but if you have one seam running all the way down this corner, this whole structure is not unified. So what would happen is, most likely this wall would bow out, this one might bow in, bow out, whatever, but this one just makes sure the corner is nice and tight, and then it unifies this whole structure. Alright, now, what I'm doing now is this shim. The only reason why I'm using this is Ryan and I found out yesterday that some of these blocks are not the same height. They're about 1/4 inch smaller than some of the rest. So like, you see there's a gap. There's another one over here somewhere that we were looking at, right here. That one's smaller. That one's smaller. So what I can do is I try to gap it if I can. Try to make one solid one so you don't see it that bad. But if you can't, put these little shims under there just to hold it up. You won't see it. You won't ever know that they're there, besides for me telling you. But if I didn't do this, what would happen is this would rock down. You couldn't see it now, probably because I already shimmed it. But if I didn't do this, when I put the cap on, you'd see it in the cap. You'd see it dip. You don't want that. You want your wall looking straight, one height.
Just getting our base down here, smoothing it up a little. It's supposed to rain quite a bit this week, so the more we fill this in, the less water we're gonna have just sitting in here. Then Devin can come down and start doing his base block and getting our wall put in place here. Penny Mae, where'd you go? Come on. We got work to do, Penny Mae. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, we got an estimate to do. right over here.